It always seems impossible until it's done. I never lose. I either win or learn. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's inspiring others to move beyond it. Lead from the back, and let others believe they are in front. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Freedom is meaningless if people cannot put food in their stomachs, if they cannot be educated, and if they cannot be treated when they are sick. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. When people are determined, they can overcome anything. Peace is the greatest weapon for development that any person can have. Reconciliation means working together to correct the legacy of past injustice. Forgiveness liberates the soul, it removes fear. That is why it is such a powerful weapon. We must use time creatively, and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. It is in the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. Sometimes, it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. We must remember that there is no passion to be found in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Education is the great engine of personal development. The power of education extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. Action without vision is only passing time, vision without action is merely daydreaming, but vision with action can change the world. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. It is not where you start but how high you aim that matters for success. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. You can start changing our world for the better daily, no matter how small the action. I am the captain of my soul. I have retired, but if there is anything that would kill me, it is to wake up in the morning not knowing what to do. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. If someone ignore you, don't do this 3 mistakes. 1. Overreact. 2. Show yourself sad and weak. 3. Don't beg and request. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead.